Morning everyone, so we've got the hay being cut this morning. That's a bit of a nasty cloud, isn't it? Morning guys, we've got the hay being cut today, so we can get some hay for you to make sure you're all okay. Let's go ragwort spotting. Got some new trousers as well, so these are loads better, so you can just brush stuff off. Anything cotton is a nightmare, so these are quite good. I hope you like them. That's a ragwort, so it's poisonous towards horses, and you have to pull it up, and it's an absolute swine. Not the best jobs in the world to do, but but I'm out in the fresh air, so it's not too bad, is it? I've got a great view, so I'm just walking up and down the fields just to see if I can spot any more. It's been a good year this year for ragwort. We haven't had hardly any of it. So our neighbour will come and cut it, and then bale it, and then probably leave it a few days to dry a little bit. So yeah, got no idea how much we're going to get off this field this year, but we'll just have to see. The field doesn't look that big on the drone video, but when you're in it, it feels loads bigger. So the field goes all the way up to those trees there, kind of thing, and then around to the edges. There's your 360-degree view. Just trying to spot this ragwort, but I think I've got it, to be honest. I found some. There's one there hiding. So yeah, so what happens is it's not good for livestock or humans. It can go into your liver and can cause liver damage, but it's best to get them up before they kind of deep root, because they can get quite high up to here. So yeah, these are nice. These are some kind of thistle. I don't know if they're Scottish thistles or what they're called, but they're nice, aren't they? Look. Right, let's continue walking around the field. Right, I think we're about done. Robert, our neighbour, then arrived in his tractor and started cutting the grass. Can you see him in the distance? He's just doing a circle. There's some reeds in that area of the field, which means that we can't take any hay off it. We've got a good weather window at the minute, which means that it's the ideal time to cut the grass. So the first stage is cutting the grass, and then the following stage will be kind of turning the grass to help dry it out. So as you can see, Robert's got all the equipment, and it creates some cool patterns in the grass. So what we do, Robert cuts it and bales it for us, and then we pay him in hay. So it's a good arrangement, because in order to buy this kind of equipment, you're looking at tens of thousands of pounds. So it's not really worth the investment for us, because we've only got the horses, whereas Robert has cows and quite a big farm. So it means that he can take some hay and we get some hay and everyone's happy. I'd love to have a go in a tractor at some point. I might ask him in the future. If any of you guys driven a tractor before. So we're based up in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. We moved in 2019, just before the pandemic hit, from Coventry. So it's a bit of a far cry from where we used to live. We used to live about a mile away from Coventry city centre. Now we've got 23 acres to try and manage. I love my drone photography and making videos, so having the field and the open space means that I can practice with different shots. So I thought I'd bring the drone down to a lower height and do some practice along there. As you can see, you've got rows of grass there, so Robert will come back and turn the grass to help dry it out, and then he'll leave it for a couple of days before baling it up. It's so cool having the land to fly the drone on. I love it, absolutely love it, and I'm always looking at buying new drones and stuff, but obviously it comes at a cost and there's other priorities. There's always something to spend your money on when you've got a Croft. So I took the drone up. So this is kind of like our main field where the horses go in the winter time. So what we do is we take the hay off in the summer, and then the horses will go back in that field maybe in a month, maybe a month and a half's time. But the weather's been good up here recently. We had a wet winter, and then it's been a bit wet, but it's been sunny at the same time, so hopefully we'll get a good yield from it this year. Last year wasn't too good, it was too rainy and there wasn't enough sunshine. So I'm just taking in the views. Then we got the little horses in the arena. I need to de-weed that, to be honest. There's so much to do. I work full time from home as well at the same time, and there's just not enough hours in the day. So it's about trying to prioritise things really. The horses will use this green little paddock for a couple of weeks before going out onto the big field, so the big horses will go in there. Such a beautiful day. I use the drone a fair bit, to be honest, just to check the fence lines, check the water buckets. It was a great conditions to fly the drone in, no wind, which is good. I've got a smaller little drone, which means that it's a little bit less restrictive, so I can fly it around this place and also in public places a lot more. And if you have a look on the channel, there's a playlist called UK drone videos, so I've filmed some videos along the Aberdeenshire coast and some other places down in England as well, so go check them out. So I'm just practicing my angles a little bit, just following Robert and the tractor. It's some equipment this. I dread to think how much it costs. I know it's a lot of money, and the cost of farming has gone up a lot recently with regards to the cost of fuel. Everything's gone up over the last few years. But what a view. I absolutely love it here. It does have challenges, especially in winter time, where we were snowed in for 14 days. So we've got like a farm track towards the right of the tractor, and the wind is pretty ferocious in winter time, so we can sometimes get up to 6-7 foot drifts, hence why we were snowed in for so long. It takes so long to melt, and each little area here has its own little microcosm in terms of climate. But yeah, absolutely love it. But there's a lot to manage. So this is a view of the Croft itself. So we've got the sand arena. I need to get that sorted out and de-weed it. So the legal limit to fly the drone is around 400 feet. So we're just shy of 400 feet here. So you can see the sea in the distance on the horizon. The wind can be absolutely crazy during the winter months. During Storm Arwen, which was a few years ago, I think we hit around 95 miles an hour. So we had to definitely prepare for that. And we got a little bit of damage, but not too bad considering, just a few roof slates. But it's looking very nice in a minute. It's just nice to get the drone up when there's no wind, because like I say, it gets very windy here. I couldn't resist doing a flyby to have a look at the big horses, Penny, Vance and Leo in Summerfield. So they use this over summer, and then we leave this over winter, and then it grows back normally in time for spring the following year. I'm getting a little bit brave with the drone. Leo's just outside there, as you can see, and I'm getting a little bit brave and doing a flyby of the stables and barn over towards the menage, which I do have to de-weed, but I've been so busy with stuff, so Hopefully it shouldn't take too long to do, but it's a bit of a pain, that job. And just trying out a few different drone shots. Let's go and say hello to Robert. Returned the following day and had a different piece of equipment on the tractor to turn the grass. I believe it's called a hay tedder, but I'm no expert. I came from the city and moved up here about 7 or 8 years ago, and I still don't have a clue really, so I'm just winging it, and I'm a bit of a fraud farmer wannabe. Anyway, it was a good opportunity to get the drone back up again, so I'm just trying to follow him in the tractor. So the idea is that it will help dry the grass out. I'll try and get the drone up as Robert starts baling into the big bales, but I'm not sure what time he's going to come and do that and when. He might need a couple of days for the grass to completely dry out before baling. But yeah, bit of a different experience for you to watch today. And we will end today's video with Freya, because Freya likes to appear in the videos, and I normally include Freya in the end of the video, if not before. I'm going to say hello to everyone, Freya. You can get that big field to yourself, and we can go out with the ball and have a play around in the big field once the hay's been baled. Thanks for watching everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.